Now, wow, this Nigeria will dey now film like God, I cannot even laugh. The thing is, with all the allegations leveled against Emefiele, the only one that DSS could tender in court is the illegal possession of firearms. You can imagine this was someone that they said is financing terrorists. So how come you people were just able to tender the one of illegal firearms? This was after he was arrested. When his house was searched, that was when they discovered these firearms. And I'm like, wait, wait, are you guys serious? But that is not even the case. That is not why I am, doing this video today. As we all know, Godwin Emefiele appeared in court earlier today, and you would not believe both the DSS and the prison officials had a face-off. They were physically fighting each other for who is going to take over Emefiele, although the court granted an order saying that prison officials should remand Godwin Emefiele and not the DSS. The court also fined him a 2 million naira bail. The DSS has refused to let this man go, and they've, put him back in their custody. We have more details on this, but before we go into all of that, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, leave your opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Breaking news: DSS rearrest Emefiele at court as correctional center withdraws. Operation of the Department of State Security (DSS) and the Nigerian Correctional Services (prisons) have rearrested the suspended Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) Governor Godwin Emefiele at the Federal High Court in Lagos. The DSS seized Emefiele shortly after his operatives physically fought off operatives of the Nigerian Correctional Services (NCS) who attempted to take Emefiele away in compliance with the order of Justice Nicholas Oweibo. Godwin Emefiele was arraigned by the federal government and pleaded not guilty to a two-count charge of possession of a firearm without a license. Justice Oweibo granted Emefiele bail in the sum of 20 million naira with one surety in like sum, but he was not able to leave the courtroom because the imbroglio between the sister agencies, the DSS and NCS, almost come to blows over who should take custody of Emefiele. DSS operatives roughed up a prison squadron commander. They pushed him out of the court and tore his shirt buttons. Earlier, armed prison officials reinforced to carry out the court order, but armed DSS operatives who are around in their numbers blocked the court gates with their vehicles, preventing the prison's officials from driving out. Nigeria is a banana republic, because why on earth will the court give an order that Emefiele should be taken by the prison officials, and on the other hand, the DSS is fighting dozens of prison officials just to be able to remand this man. I am starting to think this is a personal vendetta, because how on earth are they did they arrest him in the first place because of financing terrorism, different allegations, and at the end of the day, they could only charge him with illegal possession of firearms. Like how? Tell me if this is not even confusing in itself. Is either something is wrong somewhere, or the DSS are doing this on purpose, just they are following someone's orders. They are doing it on someone's order just to torture this man and say that now I have the power, you can do nothing. Because if in fact he was financing terrorists, why didn't they charge him to court based on this? Just why? And now the court gave an order saying that he should be remanded by Nigerian Correctional Services officials, but DSS would not allow that. It's so sad though. We are in Nigeria. They did not only, have a face off with the Nigerian Correctional Service officials, they even assaulted a squadron commander. They went as far as assaulting him. Nigerian Correctional Services (NCS) officials have finally bowed to the Department of State Service (DSS) over the custody of the suspended former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The Federal High Court in Lagos had earlier granted Emefiele bail after he was arraigned for illegal fire possession. Imagine. Free-for-all fights ensued between officials of the two agencies, with the senior-ranking prison officials seriously beaten. Imagine, these are the people that are supposed to be, making sure that citizens are following rules and regulations of the country. They are still the same ones displaying thuggery or displaying all this, behavior that is not even acceptable. You can imagine. Moments after the fight, a senior female DSS official arrived at the court and had a brief chat with prison officials, who later vacated the court. Attempt to speak to the senior prisons official who was beaten, but he refused to speak on the matter. Justice Nicholas Oweibo has granted the suspension of CBN Governor 20 million naira bail. The bail condition includes a surety with landed property within the jurisdiction of the court in Ikoyi, Lagos, depositing its passport, and also producing a civil servant not below the grade level 16 to perfect his bill. The judge had ordered that Emefiele should be remanded in prison pending the fulfillment of his bail conditions, but rather than release the top bank chief to prison officials, the DSS attempted to take him away, a move that was resisted. By all means, it's looking as if Godwin Emefiele will not be released anytime soon, because it's looking as if the DSS is not ready to let him out of their sight. They are not even ready to let him go yet. But anyway, we shall see what is going to happen. You guys, let me have your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this? Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.